even though I know we've not had much news on it. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. I know things were sort of in the pipeline. Are things looking positive? Shall we just say that?
Well, we're getting to a situation where one way or another we're going to have to make a decision, and then we're not far off of that.
And those are the words of Frank Warren as he explains a situation, not necessarily positive. Shout out to Boxing Social for conducting the interview with old fish eyes. And I pay attention to how people answer certain questions. You know, the interviewer was like, okay, hey, can we keep it a positive? Is there any positiveness to this? And what Frank said is, well, we're coming into a situation. Okay. So when people say situation, that sounds like a deadline to me. That sounds like deadline words. Like, hey, all the backwards and forwards, we're going to make a decision pretty soon. Either it's with Usyk or without Usyk. We're going to make a decision. Now, that could be very good, but then again, very bad. I didn't really necessarily like how he kept it real short. You know, that's really not a positive. You know, you could say, well, it's not a negative, but normally Frank Warren, he explains what's going on. You know, he's like, okay, well, we're doing this. You know, we sent the contract and, you know, we're waiting for them to come back and we're doing this, you know. But I think Frank Warren is a bit frustrated. I think he's to the point where, hey, it is what it is. If you guys don't want this, we'll move on in another direction. And you know, that Saudi Arabia situation really bothered me, you know, because that was a done deal. That was a quick way to get money. Tyson Fury, you know, claims that he would just destroy Usyk. He's too small. He's a middleweight. And I'm thinking to myself, if it's that easy, why are we going through all this song and dance, these games, you know? Because you would think a guy like Tyson Fury, you know, it's not an Anthony Joshua fight. I think that fight's actually bigger, but this fight makes more sense due to the fact these are the last two guys standing, right? So you would think that he would definitely come to a situation where let's make this fight happen. You know, like that Derek Chisora fight. That was a shoe-in, you know? And he knew he was going to win that fight. That's why he made that fight. So I don't want to be pessimistic all the time with Tyson Fury, but it seems to me like fights that are questionable, they don't get made like they supposed to. Now, Frank Warren's real short. We don't know. Maybe he just has a surprise for us. I hope so. You know, I hope him, you know, keeping it short was just his way of surprising us. But I don't think that's the case. I think this is the deadline. I think they're going to make a deadline and they're going to give Team Usyk a deadline to make a decision. Like, hey, you're going to take this money or you're not. You're going to take this split that we offer you or not. You know, so that's the situation, people. So it's not positive. It's just a situation. A situation is kind of like a predicament, right? So it is what it is. You guys tell me what you think of Frank Warren, and you guys tell me what do you think Frank Warren meant by those particular words and that short comment. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.